going, guys? Today we're going to go over how to draw a Freddy Krueger face. I'm going to be using this pencil and this marker, the Crayola brand markers. So yeah, let's get started, okay? It's going to be easy for beginners. It's going to be step by step. So what we're going to do is we're going to draw a circle right here with the pencil. The only reason I have the pencil, by the way, is to actually, so you can make a framework you can look at. So let's have a circle here for the skull area. I don't know if you can see that well. It'll be real short, forgive me. Gonna draw a center line of the face here. I'm just gonna draw it down, like trying to find the chin over here. Up, angle. Line across for the hat. I'm just throwing a line across here, the forehead here. Pulling back up a bit for the top of that hat. It's kind of pointed. And these are just squares and like stuff like that, like shapes like that. I'm not really thinking like measurements specifically right now. I'm just thinking like line over here, back of the head, ear. With remember, circle, basic shape for the chin. Line across for where I think the hat's gonna lie. Line down here for the neck. Line down here for the neck. And then maybe close off the neck over here and maybe put the shoulders for the sweater that he has on. And that's right here. I'm going to draw these squares for the eye, where I want the eyes to take place. And then like a nose here. Robert Englund has this kind of downward pointed nose. But see how basic this is? This is just basic shapes. I'm not pulling a lot of measurements really. It's just kind of like a placeholder. Because then now I can go into the actual, marker part of it. All right, so let's do this. I'm going to draw line over here for the far side eye. Pulling a line over here. Down over here for our far side eye over there. Curve here, in. So we got that far side eye. This side I'm going to draw a line over here. Line across, down. Line here for the kind of angry part. Up. Line over here. Line over here for kind of the bags of the eye. And so right now the way we're drawing it, it's pretty basic like stuff, like basic portrait stuff. Curve over here for the eyes on the, the irises of the eye. Line over here for some highlights. And then I'm going to throw like the pupil in the center of that eye. The eyeball. I'm going to go over here to the nose and I'm going to draw a line over there. And Robert Englund, the actor, he has kind of this downward pointed nose, which really gives the character that look, very specific look. Line up. Curve over here for the nostril. Far side line for the nostril over there. We're going to pull his mouth across. It's more or less like a straight line. Line over here, line over here. I guess his lips were kind of burned off, right? That's the whole idea. Line over here for the lower shelf of the mouth. Let's find the side of the cheek over there. Out over here. In over here. Pull down. Don't forget, hit the subscribe button if you like drawing Halloween stuff. We're going to be drawing Halloween stuff, just a seasonal channel, so hit the subscribe and click the bell notification if you enjoy this stuff. There's going to be daily videos until Halloween, and maybe a little bit after for some Christmas stuff. Line over here. Find the ear. Pulling back. And let's draw the line across the head. Well, actually, let's draw the neck first. Line down. Line here for the Adam's apple. Line here for the back of the neck. Curve line at the bottom for the sweater. And we're going to pull that sweater shape here. Let's draw the hat, okay? It's going to be just a line across. Line in. Up. And he's got this kind of pointed part of the hat here where it kind of dips up there, down. You might even draw this a little bit bigger here. across. All right. Maybe a line over here to kind of show that it's dipping down in the back. So now, right now, we got a pretty version of Freddy Krueger because he doesn't have any of the stuff. So I'm gonna grab my eraser and erase the pencil lines I had down here. Forgive me if it shakes a little bit. I love Halloween though. Like, let me know of another character you guys want to see. I'll do it. I'm really into Halloween. So one day I want to have like a camera crew. We'll go on location and draw somewhere. You know, like I don't know. But I don't have enough money for that. So all right. So now we got a pretty version of Freddy Krueger here. So let's draw what makes him famous, right? The scars he has on his face. But first off, let's draw in the ear, wing of the ear, curve over here. And so let's really get into the, you know, this is like a young Freddy Krueger or something. We're going to go over here, and the lines I'm going to draw are going to be thinner, okay? Because they're going to be, right there, I'm going to draw like a circle. You don't have to draw the exact same thing, but circle. And I'm going to throw a line right there. And then I'm going to fill that in. So the sunlight's probably coming from above. So if he has a hole in his face, it's going to cause a little bit of a shadow on the top part of whatever he has. So line here to show like flesh, I guess. And he has a couple of these. You could draw them. The only consistent one I've seen is the one on his cheek, but the other ones, depending on the movie, will change as far as like where they're located. So the idea is you can kind of like put them, as long as they're thin, anywhere you want. So you'll just put that everywhere. As long as they're thin. Right there. See, I'm making the lines thin, so that's like a secondary thing. I'm going to throw more bags into the eyes here because I really want that to look more menacing. Thicker line over here to show that, hey, there's some shadow falling maybe from this hat onto the face. Makes him look a little bit more devious, right? Curve line over here. A lot of this is going to be just like these thin detail lines because there's a lot of his stuff is scarring. Throw some more scarring over here. I'm going to want another hole, I think, on the far side of his face over here. Sorry if you can't see that, but you know, it's like a hole with like lines inside of it. A hole with lines inside of it. Go over here. Go over here. Line over here. Maybe some lines over here underneath the hat, just to kind of, you know, you could kind of like fill that in underneath the hat to make it more obvious. As far as the hat goes, you could draw like a line across here because he does have this thin like strap on the hat. And if you really want, you could throw some details on that hat, right? It's not a big deal, but a lot of this is going to be on the face and neck, right? The idea is that he was burned or something, right? See him drawing that little shape, drawing this little shape, drawing this little shape. You can draw a couple of those if they're thin lines, and then maybe draw some lines in between that. And at the top portion of that, you make the line thicker at the top because it's going to look like shadow coming from above. Only the top part you put like this thicker line. And then you kind of do that pattern, you know, all over the place as much as you want. As well as just drawing these just random thin lines all over to make him look, you know, more scarred up, like on the ear, see right there, stuff like that. It won't always be peeled stuff, skin. These movies are great, by the way. These Nightmare on Elm Street movies are so good. I think my favorite one's like the third one. I like the first one a lot too. They get kind of goofy, but if you want to, you can draw like the pattern of the stripe right off the bat just to help you out. just you can kind of just keep drawing these little lines here for the most part. The more lines you draw on his face, the better, because it's going to look more detailed. Don't forget to download the free ebook on Halloween drawings. There's an ebook with drawing templates inside of it, over 100 drawing templates that you can print out easily, and it's absolutely free. It used to be something I sold a few years ago, a year ago even, but I'm giving it out for free just because it's been kind of a lousy year with the pandemic last year. So I just that's my gift to you if you're finding this right now. But that's pretty much it. You can just keep going on this for like a while, by the way. Just keep going with Pizza Face, right? We're gonna call him Pizza Face. Maybe put like more of a shadow here coming down from the nose because there's a shadow main cast. That's pretty much it. I hope you enjoy this and talk to me next time. Later, stay spooky.